we're here in San Francisco with CF. CF, can you tell us a little bit about your role here at InMobi?
Sure. So my name is CF and I run brand partnerships here at InMobi. So basically working with partners to enable our brand business.
Great. And I know within the brand business, viewability is the hot topic of the moment. What would you say the differences are between desktop viewability and mobile in-app viewability?
A lot of people are familiar with viewability from the desktop world. Basically, it's about making sure that your ad is in view by a real human being. So in desktop world, we saw a lot of ads that are not on screen and they're basically below the fold on the page. So then there were a number of different technologies and standards that came in to try to solve for this, one of them being VPaid. That basically enabled advertisers to make sure that their ads was on screen. However, in the mobile in-app world, it's been lagging behind a little bit. And people thought that the desktop experiences could translate well into mobile in-app with VPaid, but we found that you really need to build for mobile in-app specifically to solve for the problems that are specific to that environment. And that's what we have done, where we have leveraged the VAST technology to do video in mobile in-app, but not sacrificed on some of the key aspects that are important to advertisers, one of them being viewability. So we basically enable a buffer-free video experience with VAST and also give viewability metrics to advertisers.
What's the advantages of being able to deliver buffer-free video experiences on mobile?
In a desktop world, you're usually maybe at home with a great broadband experience or speed, and you go into a website and you get to see a great video and it's loading well. As you know, on mobile especially, when you're out and about and you're playing a game and maybe you don't have the best network coverage at the moment, then you're trying to deliver a brand message for a video. You really want to make sure that the video starts loading quickly. And with legacy technologies like VPaid, for more from a desktop world, you can't really deliver that experience because you can't do the caching as well as you can when you do use native technologies. So that's what we've done with VAST. So we basically enable a caching mechanism so that the ad or the video ad is loaded and starts running immediately when it's time to show the ad.
So that obviously helps out with video completion rates.
Exactly. So that's the point here. So if you're having an ad that takes many seconds to load, the user may not stick around for that and close the app and do something else. But if you are already pre-cached the ad, it will start immediately and you'll see the ad directly, which is the benefit of the stuff we have built.
Right, and so obviously VPaid was initially realistically used on mobile devices to help out viewability.
Yeah.
So this was a key issue with most advertisers.
Yeah. So VPaid really became synonymous with viewability at some point. Advertisers thinking we want viewability, obviously, that's why we need VPaid. But what we have done is to decouple these concepts and do viewability with VAST in a mobile in-app environment.
And in regards to viewability partners, who do you talk to in regards to your partnership?
We would love to work with anyone who is preferred by advertisers and agencies. Our main partnerships are with IAS and Moat. So we both enabled IAS and Moat viewability, our mobile in-app supply. Mm-hmm. And those are the main partners that we're working with right now. So if you're an advertiser or an agency who rely on metrics from third-party independent vendors like IAS and Moat, you can get those metrics when you buy our supply.
In regards to IAS and Moat, there's obviously some common metrics out in the market right now.
Yeah.
What are the metrics that the buyers are asking for?
Right.
And what are the hottest metrics in mobile right now?
Basically, you have a set of metrics that are defined by the MRC, the standard viewability metric, but we're seeing that the vendors are coming out with hot and new great metrics that go beyond the standard viewability metrics. So as an advertiser, you want to know if is the audio on when my video is playing. You want to know did they complete the view with audio on. You want to know those deeper and more rich signals from the video, not just that you have been on screen for 2 seconds. So if you want to deliver a brand message, you obviously need time for the user to engage and watch the video. So all of those metrics are coming up. We're seeing there's some challenge with standardization here, so we see the different viewability vendors going in slightly different directions. That's all fine and good. Eventually, maybe they will converge towards more common metrics. So there are some common metrics, and there are some that are a little bit non-standard at the moment that advertisers can leverage.
Okay, and it seems to be the next big thing that everyone's talking about is invalid traffic.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what IVT means to advertisers.
IVT is another important thing for advertisers to consider. Obviously, there's always a hot topic that is fraud in the industry, various kinds of fraud. And as a network, we're very proud to say that we have very low IVT in our network, but it's a topic that you constantly need to work on and measure and take actions to really root out any causes for fraud. That basically means that an advertiser is paying for something that is not a human, not a valid traffic.
What are the kinds of numbers that buyers are asking for when it comes to viewability and their expectations when buying, direct and programmatically?
There's a lot. Different advertisers have different benchmarks that they're looking to hit. What we're proud to say is that our numbers are more than double of what we're seeing in the industry when it comes to viewability, and also the more complex metrics like the Mode video score and AVOC and others. Our numbers are just more than double of what we're seeing, especially when you compare to desktop, but also when you compare to mobile web. So
why do you think that is? Why do you think in-app viewability is so much better than MWeb?
Really comes down to the experience of the ad. So we run experiences that are more or less like a commercial break within an app. So let's say you're playing a game, you've finished a level, and then we're hitting you with that 15-second really buffer-free video experience so that delivers a high viewability rate and a high completion rate. So it's about tailoring the ad experience to the specifics of the mobile in-app environment. Whereas both mobile web and desktop web has challenges with loading, it has challenges with the user experience, and maybe also the content where we are reading an article and you can't really do certain ad experiences that can be done well in an app environment.
Yeah, and I suppose a lot of those ads will play below the fold as well.
Which exactly.
Not help the cause.
Right.
So CF, what have the issues been in regards to getting DSPs and clients the information that they need in regards to their viewability metrics in the in-app space?
Basically, both our main partners, Moat and IES, are independent, and that's really important for our advertisers. They want to get those metrics from an independent vendor, and that's why we're working with them. But they also want the metrics to come in a easily consumable way. So we've been working closely with some of our DSP partners to make sure that the metrics actually show up in the DSP interface. So when they're buying or managing their campaign, they can get the metrics in the way they're used to when they're buying on desktop. So we've enabled that for the mobile in-app environment as well.
That's fantastic. Well, CF, it's been great to talk to you in the Doing Mobile Video Right vlog, episode 2. Stay tuned for episode 3, which is all about creativity and interactivity with Nate Barnes. Thanks, CF.
Thank you.
Cheers.